So House Republicans have unveiled their plan for funding the government. And because Donald Trump said to, they are attacking the immigration bill and the voting bill, the SAVE Act, which requires proof of citizenship to register to vote, to the funding bill because they think it's a gotcha. They think that by doing this, they're going to show the Democrats how tough they are by doing this. And you know what is potentially that could happen? It may not even pass the House. Why? Because Republicans only control the House by a couple of seats. So if they don't get all Republicans voting for this, they don't win the House. They don't pass it. And they are wasting precious time trying to get this thing done for a stunt because they want to put it up for a vote again, watch Democrats shoot it down and go, see, Democrats want undocumented migrants and non-citizens voting in elections. As I've talked about repeatedly, it doesn't happen. Most people who are in this country illegally are trying to stay under the radar. They are not going to attempt to vote. The only few that have tried it are because they were misinformed typically about the fact that they were eligible. They would apply to vote or whatever. They would show up thinking that they were eligible when they weren't and vote that way. Now, the fact that you got to prove citizenship to vote shouldn't even be a thing. You have to register to vote in this country. The registration by itself should be enough. It should already check against that. I know, at least I remember, and I've talked about it numerous times. You know, one of the places you can register to vote is at the driver's license station here in Iowa. Now, to get my license, I had to provide my birth certificate. Then, when I got my license, and then at 16, at 18, when I turned 18, they said, "Hey, you're renewing your license. Do you want to register to vote for today?" I said yes. And guess what? I was registered to vote, but they'd already seen my license. They had already verified it. I think they even needed a copy of it for records. I could be wrong. That was a long time ago, and I don't remember. But the fact is, I know I had to provide a copy of my birth certificate at the time to get my license, and then I went and registered to vote. 2 years later, same place. I had already seen the required paperwork. So I don't know why they are so hard on this, why they keep going and they think it is such a gotcha. It's not. The only people who think this is a thing are Donald Trump's base. The 20 to 25% of the Republican Party who would vote for Donald Trump no matter what. But they think it's a thing, they think it's a gotcha, and they want to tack it on, and it would make it very hard for certain people to be able to vote because you don't always have that documentation. And in some, especially if they don't pass this till the end of the month, with about a month to go to the next election, a lot of people wouldn't be able to get the documentation together in time in order to make sure their voter registration is up to date, all to prevent something that isn't happening anyway.